Hi, happy Thursday. I think that is melatonin. That's what I take to sleep. I take 10 milligrams of melatonin. Anyways, I don't have anything. I don't know why I go to the screen. I don't have anything to do. I don't know. It's a couch. And this is a sunroom. I'm gonna knock my drink over, so I'm gonna move this. Melatonin can lead to heart failure? Oh. Because I do think I have heart problems. Maybe I should also stop taking it. I think I need to work on my cardiovascular health, so that's gonna be something I am focusing on. I need to go on walks or something. I don't like this temple. I mean, it's not terrible, I'm just confused. I only have 2 thingies. I don't want heart issues. I think I might have pot. I think I need to go get checked for that. Wii Fit stream? I do need to do that. I did say I would do that. I need to get batteries. You like this one? It's not horrible, I'm just lost. I think I only have 2. I have these thingies. I couldn't figure out how to get this one. Hi, thank you for lurking. 1F. It's easy if you ignore the minecart rails? Well, then how will I get there? Oh, I can ascend. I can't see. It's really dark in here. Should I go this way? I don't know. I forgot that I had free will and I could just do whatever I wanted, I think. I did try to ascend to one of them, but it wouldn't. I think it was too far from the ceiling. You're not excited? Why not? I'm excited to do it in November. But I have a book that I'm gonna be looking at. Oh, right. I can't get it. How do you get in here? I can't ascend through there? Okay. The Divine Beasts are pretty easy. I mean, you could do what oh, well, you're 100%ing it, so I guess you can't just skip the Gerudo area. What if you just did what I did and do it deathless? Instead of 100%ing it. Do you think I can stand up here? Probably not. I thought I wouldn't either, but I managed to do it. I can't. Oh, I maybe could. I'm standing here. I could probably work now. Or not. Okay. I don't know how to get into this room. Did I do the water? I think I did do the water one first, because it was the one I was scared of. I can't believe the only time I died was because I fell off the side of a cliff. I meant to let go. Help me. Let me in this room. For my 2 years, I'm doing Minecraft hardcore. But I don't think I'm gonna set a specific goal. I've never even beat Minecraft, so I'm definitely not trying to do that. I just want to see how I'll do. And I'm probably only gonna do 12 hours because I don't want to do a 24-hour stream. Why are we on the wall? Why? How the heck do you get in here? Even... I'm confused. I'm lost. Oh, maybe let me get my stamina up. Gerudo last. Shouldn't you do Gerudo first? Because isn't that the one you had a hard time with? Oh. Do I have to get the other one then? I gotta stand up. If I had to go by easiest to hardest in Breath of the Wild, I think I would do... the Gorons, the Rito, the water, and Gerudo. But I think Gerudo's only hard because I hate going through that. What the heck are those people called? The ninja people. I died for stupid stuff. Where am I going now? That way. Hi, Corin. How are you? Yiga clan, yeah. Oh, there's a chest right here. I got arrows. Well, I skipped it. I skipped that entire area and just fought the boss in the castle. Because I knew that I would die in there. 3 hopes? I think I need to get into these games. I don't think I would like them. I like Awakening, but I need to play it again. Where am I going? I'm just walking around. Deathless Tears of the Kingdom? Well, let me see how I do first. I don't think I could do that. I don't really like this game. Yet. I forgot how to play this already. I shouldn't have stopped in the middle of it. I only have 2 hours to stream today because Griffin's cousin has an appointment that she might have to do on my computer. The Warriors game? Oh yeah, I wouldn't like that. Hello? Link. Oh my god. I don't know where to go. I forgot how to use the rails. I think I have to go this way first. Mario Warriors? We need Xenoblade Warriors. I'd play that. Yeah. I mean, I still need to play all the Zelda ones. How do I use this? Oh, I can't see, to be honest. It's really bright in here and it's making my screen dark. I've been saying that all week and I have yet to fix it. Oh, let me get in the thing first. Hold on. Stop. Let me in. Thank you. I think that's the one I played in Walmart. Whatever the newest Zelda Warriors is. I played the demo part of it in Walmart. Hello? Where's the thing to switch this? I guess there is no thing. Yeah, I've only played the first Hyrule Warriors. I didn't really like it. He missed. Oh, he did miss.
I can do it.
Where am I going? The Wii U version? I wish I had Rivali scale. That would help me so much. How did I get there? I think I have to jump somewhere. Excuse you. I could start a fire. Majora's Mask. I'm gonna be so honest. I know everyone loves that game, but Majora's Mask was one of my least favorites that I've played so far. Twilight Princess, I think, is top 5, though. I think it's my 5th favorite. Hello? Why would he miss?
Here I go.
What is wrong with you? Now I have to go all the way back and then turn back around. I could have jumped out. I don't know. How did it? I don't know. Whatever. I don't know how that happened. I was trying to aim him. I was not trying to jump out. Space Channel 5? At least I have another chance to do this.
Here I go.
Would we get a new... Oh my god, I messed it up again. Why isn't he hitting it? There's a chest right there. How am I messing this up so bad? That didn't work.
Here I go.
I almost fell off the side. My fan! What the heck? I'm just taking this one. You think he's ugly? What? Why? I think he's cute. The Gorons are my favorite though, so...
Here I go.
Why not? I only have a Guardian amiibo. My all amiibo. His attitude? Like his attitude in general, or when he had a mask on? Can I just climb that? Link! That scared me. Tulins at the bottom. I couldn't find Tulins, so I gave up on that area. So, is this one right here? Or do I need to go up or something? I don't understand this. I don't think it's in here. I just want Rivali's Gale. I don't care about the rest of them. Hello? I don't think I ever use any of their power-ups other than Rivali's Gale. And maybe, I guess I did use whatever the Goron one was. Oh yeah, Mipha's Grace. That's true, I forgot about that one. I used the Goron thing a lot in the end of the Deathless run. Link, can you grab the wall, please? Thank you. I don't even know what Urbosa does, to be honest. Probably because I didn't get that one. Hello? Link? Why won't he climb? Can I not go any higher? I'm so confused. The charge attack? Oh, why was he crouching? What in the world? No, Link, I want you to walk. Thank you. Yeah, this is where this is, okay. Assume you want me to do something with this. Dang it, because I can't- he won't come up there with me, I assume. Stop ascending. You know what? Here. Just get this.
I can do it!
Get a hydrant. Gimme. Stand up, please. Whatever, I'm picking- oh, okay. I gotta make a bridge. Okay. I was about to attach them. You can stop. Oh, now I'm back here. Hold on. Can I borrow that? And that one. I hate this. I hate building. I'm gonna use this too, I think. Can he pick this up? Yes, he can. Oh my god, stop. Hold on, my nose is running. 1 second. There's glitches in this game. Why does this thing move on its own? I've never seen anyone else have this problem. That might be too long. Why? Can you please stay? Hello? Please do what I want you to do. This is painful. Well, please. Stop. Stop moving! Please, stop moving on your own. It's just floating! I'm not doing that! Stop! Oh no. Can I glitch the Master Sword like I did in Breath of the Wild? What is happening? Go the other way. No. Girl, I don't like this. I hate this. I thought I would like this game more because it had temples in it, but I hate that you have to build everything. Now it's not moving at all. It's moving on its own, but I can't do anything. Can I glitch to the end of this game so I can stop playing it? They're not that great. I'm gonna try to do this, and maybe it'll work. No. Okay. Maybe this one will work?
Here I go!
Oh, he won't even go up that. Crazy. Come on. No! Oh my god. I'm actually really struggling. I'm kind of embarrassed, to be honest. I can't see where I need to put it. Please stop moving on your own. Please stop. I think maybe I just made it too long or something. This might be too short. Come here. Come here, before it falls. Why are you walking that way? Here we go. I will probably hate the water one because I hate water.
Only one left. Almost done, Goro.
I have to go to the sky. Now someone's gonna help me figure out how to get into that room. Look up? Oh! Excuse me. need this. Not do that. Thank you. I like the music. Though it's kind of intense for me just standing here and building stuff. I can't see, it's too bright. No, the other way. Do I need this to be longer? I can't see. I think I do. But he might not hold it if it's any longer. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. L. That sucks. Please make me stuff. I'm gonna speed run this bridge. Thank you. I wish I had that long piece though. Hello? Don't do that. Move! Oh my god. He's just in my way. Are they always gonna be walking around me like that? My battery ran out. I don't need him to follow, like, ever. I can't see. Please go up. I can't raise it any higher. Please come here. Okay. Cool. A shiny squirrel? A golden tail? I can't. Hold on, come here.
I can do it.
Where'd he go? I think he fell. Oh. Come up here. Come up here. Come here. Come here. Please come here. He won't do anything. Okay, so my bridge isn't flat like it needs to be, but I'm just gonna walk all the way to the top, I guess. Wait, I need to be up here.
Here I go.
Hello? I'm back. Why am I struggling so hard with this?
I can do it.
Stop falling there. No.
Here I go.
Come on, we were just up here. I know you can get up here. Here.
I can do it. Here I go. Goro.
Get up on the rock. Hello. Please. Jeez.
Here I go.
How did I get him up there? There we go. Oh, okay. I don't want to fix the bridge if I know that I can get him up there.
Here I go.
Stop falling! He is irritating me now.
Goro.
Please. Please.
Here I go.
I know that you can do it. You did it a second ago. No. Why can't he just teleport here? I don't want to fix the bridge.
Goro. Here I go. Let's go.
How did that not work? That totally hit the rock.
I can do it. Goro. Charge.
Oh, it didn't. Okay.
I can do it. Here I go.
Why? Why are you rolling over there?
I can do it.
He's...
Goro.
I think if I do it enough times, the game will feel bad for me. And it'll work. There we go. See? The game felt bad, and it let me have it. Okay. Where'd he go?
Here I go.
I could have finished this on Tuesday if I just thought to climb instead of
That's
taking the
all
rails.
was, Link. The door should open now. Let's go see, Goro.
Let me out. But I want that. How? Do I have to climb my way out of here? I can't. Oh. Huh? Oh, this thing? Listen, it's been a while. Oh, I guess I could teleport. Is this how the door opens? I don't remember. Yes.
Huh?
Oh, you're not gonna... Okay, it opened. We gotta smash those red rocks and rescue Zelda. I'm scared. Is this the boss fight? Hello? Anyone home? Can you go up this wall? Yes.
Where's Zelda? That's
Oh no.
really, really big.
That's all he has to say about it? That made me dizzy. Wilma.
Link! We've got to save her, Goro! Here I go!
And I hit just
Those
that.
legs
Oh.
will hurt if they hit you. Be careful,
Ah.
Goro!
Oh, wow. Okay, well, where are you at?
I can do it! Sure! That's not as good! Here it comes!
Come here!
Goro!
Come here!
Now's your chance!
Oh, what the heck? I didn't know that was gonna blow up. I don't want my swim up.
Link, can you do something to heal yourself?
Do I shoot it? There's probably something faster than that.
Here I go! Watch out, Goro!
How am I supposed to avoid the... Oh my god. Stop! Get off! It's gonna blow up. Everything's gonna blow up. I'm scared. Do I climb him? Like, please. Can I just stay on him, or is he gonna hurt me? He's gonna hurt me a little bit. You did it. He's... I hate how... Why are we so slow? I probably could have got a couple more hits in. Isn't this what I just got? Why is it damaged? What am I using? This? Oh, I think I'm using it. Never mind. I don't know how to play this game.
Here I go! Here it comes!
Come on. Why do you charge so slow? Oh, you're not gonna... Okay. We did it last time, so... Where'd he go?
Here I go!
Hey! Do the thing! You did it last time!
I can do it!
Oh my god. Please work with me. Please.
Goro!
Just blow one of them up. It is? Okay. What's using battery? My sword?
I can do it! Here it comes! Goro!
Please hit it. I couldn't aim any better. Oh my god. I'm gonna glow. I don't know. Oh, there's a second phase. I should have known. He's gonna go in the ceiling. Okay.
I can do it!
Oh my god, help. Oh my god, help. Oh my god, help.
Here I go! Watch out, Goro!
Here.
Now's your chance!
Where? Where is he? Am I blind? Oh, he's right there. Jeez. Oh, I don't have a sword. Okay. Sure. Okay, great. Help. I don't want to be on the ceiling with them. Are you gonna go back up? No? I could have stayed on him a little longer. That doesn't work? What the heck?
Now's your chance.
Hey.
I can do it.
Please don't step on me. Go back on the ceiling. That didn't... You know, go help. 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 Help.
You're right here.
I'm here. Why are you so far away from me? Oh my god.
I can do it.
That's probably not gonna work. Oh, it did work. Oh, no, it didn't. I don't know. Help.
Here I go. Now's your
Oh my god.
chance.
I don't have a weapon out. Why does this keep happening? I'm gonna run out of weapons. Oh my god. I tried.
Now's our chance, Goro.
I'm surprised this works. Doesn't this just shoot fire out of it? Come here. I need it off. Oh my god. You unpinned it? I forgot that mods had control over things. Go! How did that not hit you? Come here! Where am I? Where am I? Oh my god. I'm struggling. Why do I have like no food that I can eat? I don't need that. I don't want my swim speed to be up.
Keep it together. I can do it.
You could probably just look at my chat history and get it. I did it. Really fierce video, thank you. My hair looked crazy in it. I forgot one of the snacks that I bought to be in the video. So I'm either gonna do a short or I'm gonna save it and do another one. They're like firework Oreos or something. I was excited to try them too, and I forgot them because they were under the regular Oreos that we bought. Do I get a heart? And that thing. My nose is running again. I don't know why my nose is running. Well, that was a fun boss. I can't believe you guys don't like him. He's so cute.
Yonobo, Little Rock.
I've heard that voice.
Little Rock.
Are you the one who's been talking to us this whole time, Goro?
Yes, I am your ancestor from a time long past. I served the first king of Hyrule as a mighty warrior, and as a sage who, like you, could command fire.
I forgot his
You
name.
fight using your body as a weapon. Impressive. You are my descendant, the pride of the Gorons. You defeated that monster, the source of those foul rocks.
A Graston?
But it was the Demon King who summoned it. He sent that monster to keep you from obtaining the stone you just found. My secret stone.
His secret stone?
Secret stone?
Okay.
Demon King?
Huh. So this is the first you've heard of any of this. Then listen carefully to what I have to say. Let me tell you about the imprisoning war and the duty of our people.
Demon King secret
Many
stone.
years ago, in the kingdom of Hyrule's earliest days,
Demon Stone secret
a
king.
great evil, the Demon King, sought to conquer the kingdom and kill everyone who resisted his rule. Rauru,
I'm not gonna say
the first
anything.
king of Hyrule, rose up to oppose him, along with me and 5 other warriors. And to fight the Demon King, Rauru trusted us with sacred items. Secret stones, incredible artifacts that amplified our powers. I stood beside my fellow sages as the Sage of Fire, stronger than ever with my secret stone. However, we were no match for the Demon King. Even my strongest blows weren't enough to break him. Rauru understood that we couldn't overcome the Demon King. In one last
Is there a
raid,
specific
our
way
leader
you're supposed to
sacrificed himself
get
to
all of these
imprison that
guys?
monster.
Like an order of the temples you should do?
That was
Like lore
the
wise?
imprisoning war.
The rest of us survived, and it wasn't long after that climactic battle that someone came to see me. Her visit would set the Goron's duty in stone. The Sage of Time, one of the 6 sages.
The magic
I
restraining
like her
the Demon
bob.
King will be undone. He will return. When that time comes, a noble swordsman named Link will oppose him. But Link will need help. Lend him your power. Your fire. The Goron's mastery of fire.
In that moment, the duty of the Goron people was clear. I'd like nothing more than to smash the Demon King. I swear that
He's kind of
when the
freaking me
Demon King
out.
returns, the Sage of Fire will awaken again. The Goron Sage and the Goron people will fight alongside your swordsmen. that's what you need to know about the imprisoning war and of our people's duty. You saved Goron City, but the Demon King is still out there. Yunobo, Little Rock, take up my secret stone and honor the pledge I made to the Sage of Time long ago. Fight alongside the swordsman, Link.
We got a fist bump.
So, it's my duty to help you fight? And he wants me to inherit this? Really? I don't know if I'm nearly as great as my ancestor was. But then, if I don't help out, I'd be letting everyone else down. There's no way I'll let that happen.
I feel like he'd be really easy to make into a meme. The toes.
I am the Sage of Fire! I've got an awesome new power, Goro!
Oh, wow. There's two of them.
Link, hold out your fist.
Aww.
You can count on the Sage of Fire! I'll fight by your side till the very end! And take this! It's proof I stand with you.
I love Link's little hat. My ads are about to run.
With that ring, you'll be able to call on my power anytime, Goro. I promise, I'll be
How do
strong
I
enough
use
to
it?
fight beside you, no matter what happens. Okay, let's head back.
So he's just gonna be a ghost now? Can I pause this now? I'd be so mad if my food just disappeared. Okay. I'm gonna take my break now that I'm not in a cutscene. I will be right back. I'm back. I can hardly believe you're making me worry like that. I oughta. Please don't be mad at President Yunobo. It's okay, Slurgo. I'm the one who made such a mess of things after all. If I had just been more careful. You said you'd put Goron City back to normal, and you did. You're the hero of Goron City. You were when you made Unoboko, and you still are now. I thank you, Goro. And we have to thank you too, Link. You got rid of the marbled rock roast, and smiles are coming back to Goron City. I keep imagining what might have happened if you hadn't broken that mask. No, I can't even think about it. Princess Zelda wasn't angry we ruined the mask, was she? Actually, we weren't able to catch up with her. It was all so strange. Now that I think about it, it seemed like she was walking towards that giant monster by choice. After that, we didn't see her again. President Yunobo, do you think that maybe Princess Zelda is one of the bad guys?
Huh?
What do you mean? Like maybe the giant monster was pretending to be Princess Zelda? No way. Hang on, come to think of it, my ancestor was talking about the Sage of Time, and that sage looked a whole lot like Princess Zelda. Maybe she's the real Zelda. But my ancestor was alive a really, really long time ago, so that can't quite be it. That means that Princess Zelda... Oh my god, I can't read. Then that means the Princess Zelda we were following was the real one. Except she was doing a bunch of bad stuff. Maybe you're right, Othrak. I'm so confused, Goro.
Yep.
Real or not, we need to find Princess Zelda and ask her ourselves. I'll ask my guys at Unoboko to search the area around the city for any leads on the princess. Even if you're not here with me, we'll still be connected, Link. You can count on me. Vow of Yunobo, Sage of Fire. Proof of the Vow of Yunobo, Sage of Fire. Use it to summon or dismiss him. The enthusiasm's great and all, but let's not go digging up more weird rocks. You got that, President Yunobo? His name is so hard to read in dialogue. Where do I go now? I did change my title. Exploring. How do I use him? Oh. Yunobo's vow has granted you the power to summon his avatar. How? Oh, it's just gonna be there the whole time? Okay. Turn it off. Where I do that out. I don't know how to do that. This was my first temple. I was going to do Rito, but I couldn't find Tulin, so I gave up. And then I stopped playing it, and then I was like, I don't want to do this first. And then I went here, and it was just like really easy to get there, so... It kind of just happened. I didn't really mean for it to happen. I was just trying to explore, but then I got into a temple, and I was like, okay. I like the Gorons, though. Poor guy. I'm never gonna help him. I don't know where to go. It's hot in here. I had the heat on and now I'm hot. Hi Chelsea, how are you? I just beat my first temple. I don't know where to go. I do just want to explore. Maybe I should use the map on my phone. I'm okay. I've been babysitting all week. Hopefully it doesn't rain tomorrow night, because we got sparklers to do outside. Anywhere I should go? Should I go over here next? It's not a holiday. When we took her to the Pokemon convention, she said she didn't know what sparklers were. So, we just got her some. Your grandma's in Pennsylvania, so am I. But the reason we're babysitting is Griffin's parents are in Florida right now. I guess they couldn't take her for some reason. What in the world? Have I done that? Shrine? Have fun? Within an hour from me, you should have went. How on earth? Oh no, should I not be here? Maybe I'll do the shrine and then I'll have a place to teleport. What is she doing in Pennsylvania? There's nothing going on up here. I found out there's this camera I want. It's like a handheld, like, vlogging camera by DJI, and it's $500, and I really want it. Because I want to go to, like, the theme parks that are around here. What am I doing in here? A wedding? I have a wedding to go to in August. Okay, I can actually grab this. I don't know. I'm gonna assume that's not where that goes. Hello? That didn't do anything. There are balls in here. On chains. This seems very easy to figure out. You will be, but how are you gonna get up here? I think it goes up here. Why did it attach right there? No, I want you to sit on the ground. I can't get that to go any higher. What? Oh, there's an area right here too. That's like a 12-hour drive without stopping. Hold up. I'm confused. I don't like the shrines in this game. I almost crushed myself. My head hurts because I'm drinking a monster. I gotta stop drinking monsters. Not in the apartment, but we probably will by the time we get married. Can I walk in here? Right. Something's happening. What is causing that to light up? Hello? It got stuck in the wall. I hate this. I really hate this. What do I do about this, though? I need the little block thing. I don't understand. I don't like this game. Pick this up and carry it. I'm not smart enough to play this. You got coloring books like the Coco Wino ones or whatever they're called. I like those ones. No, I don't recall. Oh my god. I have, I think, one by that brand and then one by another brand. But I don't know what the brand is. It's doing something. I don't know what the end goal is. What am I supposed to do? Should spin automatically? Why not? I use Ohuhu markers in my coloring books as well. Spin automatically. I have to make it. Oh. Oh. Stop. How do I... How do I make it spin automatically? I have some of those. I also have the crayons. There we go. It's a little messed up, but it's spinning. Do I just keep that there then? Can I use this as another thing? It's metal, I think. What do I do here? I put the charge thing. Oh, I can carry it. Okay, hold on. Is it gonna electrocute me? It stopped spinning. That's not good. No, how did I make it spin the other way? Oh, Whatever. It's fully charged, I think. Matt. I don't know what the other side is doing, but I'm done with this. It's probably like a weapon or something, I don't know. My little cousin graduated high school. I'm emotional. I can skip this. I don't know why I'm watching this. Like, isn't that crazy? When he threw my 3DS into the pool. Now he's graduating high school. That's crazy. How do I get back up? I said. He was a little crazy. What's happening here? I'm scared. Are the hands gonna start chasing me, or is it a blood moon? Oh.
When the glow of the blood-stained moon shines upon the land.
I don't think I ever updated the blood moon
In the
command.
spirits of slain monsters.
Maybe it's
turn
still...
to flesh. The world
Yeah.
is threatened once again.
Blood moo. Help. It's Lenny? Okay. Oh, I mean, hello, Link. I'm impressed you were able to make it to the domain. The roads are muddied up with the sludge, and the river is so dirty we can't even swim in it. You really are amazing, Link. You, enough already. I can't stand it. It feels so cold and unnatural to call you that, as though we're strangers. I thought it would feel weirder to call the hero of the domain by some silly nickname I gave him as a child, but... Oh, whatever. I'm just gonna go ahead and call you Lenny. Ah, yes. That feels so much better. I do know the joy of Culver's. I've had it twice now. I think, you should get Culver's, because I don't like Wendy's since they took away Sriracha, or Ghost Pepper Ranch. I had Culver's in Michigan when I went to that concert, and then we went to Culver's a few weeks ago. Like, we just drove to one. And it was in, like, this whole city was just a mall. Like, there were stores literally everywhere. You're gonna get chicken tenders? You go to Culver's for chicken tenders? I've only ever had their burgers. I didn't even know they had chicken tenders, I'm not gonna lie. You're more than just Link to me. I hope you'll forgive me for using my old friend card for that. Anyway, you're amazing, Lenny. Only you could make it to the domain under these conditions. I'm so happy to see you again. I feel like I missed some lore in Breath of the Wild, because I don't know why she's calling me that. Traveler, it is amazing that you made it here through all of the sludge. I did just fly in. I didn't walk, so... An enormous amount of that muck fell not too long ago, but you and I have somehow avoided getting caught in it. Thanks to Lady Yona's guidance, we were able to save those buried in the sludge in the nick of time. However, now that Gunk is woefully stuck to our domain's precious statue, how are we to rectify this? The statue. I think I know how to get rid of it. I witnessed it with my own 2 eyes, Hylian. You have removed that dreadful sludge from our statue. I have no doubt that Lady Yona will be positively elated. Is this Lady Yona? I am so sorry. Everyone has been treated now, but we have used up all of the splash fruit. There were more injuries than anticipated. Please accept my apology. You have nothing to apologize for. You did what had to be done. Most importantly, I'm grateful that everyone is alright. Now, if only we could do something about that statue. Well, I already did that. You there, are you a traveler? I'm sorry that I did not notice you until now. I was focused on a matter of great importance. Zora's domain is in troubled times at present due to the sludge falling from the sky. Things have finally calmed down, at least for the moment. However, this precious statue remains covered in sludge. No, it doesn't. Did I do it too early? Why? There's no sludge there. We were just discussing how we need to wash away the sludge. Regardless, Wait, what is this? Oh, okay, she knows.
Whoa.
The sludge. I see you managed to wash it away. The statue is a symbol of hope for us, Zora. It is very precious to us. Thank you so much for cleaning it up. In truth, that statue depicts the majestic forms of the pair who saved this cherished domain in the past. That is right. Beloved Prince Sidon of the Zora and his very best friend, Sir Link, the heroic Hylian swordsman. It's me. It is simply wonderful, is it not? How I would love to meet him someday. Say, you have a similar stature to the Hylian hero. Similar eyes as well. Oh my, and you were also a Hylian. And a swordsman. Wait, could it be? Yep, I'm him. Are you Link, the swordsman of legend? Please remember to mind your manners, Chroma. Oh, please accept my apology.
Yes.
Yes, please pardon our rudeness. I'm quite surprised to learn that you are the legendary swordsman Sir Link. I have heard mention of you nearly every day since I first arrived at this domain. I am Prince Sidon's... Oh, forgive me. I am your best friend's fiancé. My name is Yona. I'm truly honored to have the opportunity to meet you, Sir Link. Caretaker to the Zora. I had heard that you were missing along with Prince Zelda. If I may ask, what brings you here? To think that such a thing took place beneath Hyrule Castle. I know you were traveling the kingdom to investigate. So your search for Princess Zelda is what brought you to this domain.
Sure.
In that case, feel free to investigate the area around the domain as thoroughly as you see fit. Oh, I have a lovely idea. If you do not mind, I ask that you please go and meet with Sidon. I am certain that he would be delighted to see you. Sidon can be found at Mifa Court, located at the peak of Ploymus Mountain. Oh my god, I have to go all the way up there. I didn't mean to get myself into this situation. Lady Yona, it is time. I fear we must be going now. Forgive me, Sir Link, but I must be on my way. But if it pleases you, after you have met with Sidon, perhaps you could visit me at the infirmary on the floor above. I am determined to be of assistance to you as best as I can, Sir Link. I don't want to do another thing now. I'm not ready. I'm surprised they didn't use that area for a shrine again. I think that's where that shrine was. Arrows. Right. Oh. Swift Violet. Tomato. You do something? Link, have you already spoken with Lady Yona? She's attempting to repair your Zora armor. You know full well that the Zora armor allows even a Hylian like you to climb waterfalls. It is essential if you hope to travel these parts with ease. She's at the infirmary. I suggest you confer with her there at once, but she said after. Okay. Could have just descended, but I'm gonna be graceful and walk up the stairs. Is she all the way up here? No. My head hurts. Oh, I found her. Phew, the sludge really is quite stubborn. I dearly hope our patients recover soon. Lady Yona, Sir Link is here at last. Oh, you really came. How... I'm not saying that. I don't know what that word is. I was hoping to speak with you about an item that you entrusted the domain with repairing. Your Zora armor. I do need to pop a Tylenol. It's because I'm drinking a Monster. They give me headaches. I've mostly stopped. I drink Red Bull now, but I tried the new ones. So, I'm drinking them. The repair is mostly complete, but it does require just one more thing. I need an ancient arowana. I can finish the armor right away if I can somehow acquire a scale from that fish. We have not seen ancient arowanas around lately, and I have no idea where they can be found. Since they are used for making armor, Dento the blacksmith may know something about where to get one. If you find one, can you please bring it to me? Do that, and I shall fix your precious item at once and return it to your care. As you well know, the Zora armor allows even a highland like you to climb waterfalls with ease. I am certain it will be useful to you. Please do not forget my request. My nose is running again. 1 second. I'm back. Stupid news thing on Windows keeps popping up. So do I need this armor before I go to Prince Sidon? So it is you. Do you need something? I see. You seek an ancient arowana. In that case, I've heard whispers that what you seek has been spotted near Mifa statue at the peak of the mountain. This rare fish that has almost never been caught and was used in the distant past to repair the Zora armor. Why has it appeared again? Is this, too, a result of the upheaval? Thank you for the follow. I have to go all the way up the mountain, but I'm not ready. I don't think I'm ready to do another area. Wasn't there? I'm just gonna go see if I can make some food. The way I don't have like anything. Energizing salt grilled crab. Yummy. I want to try I think it's called soft-shelled crab so bad, and we went somewhere in Indiana that had it and I didn't order it. I was kind of scared. I don't think I want a big crab. I want like the little ones that come in a package. Minutes of glow. don't think I've messed up food in this game yet. I feel like I have a good amount. I need more items to cook. I'm gonna leave this area. I'm just gonna go somewhere random. Should I do this area or the Rito? Based on Breath of the Wild, I feel like I should go Rito, but I couldn't find Tulin. He scared me. I forgot he was with me. What is that? Who is that? I have to figure out, I'm playing Xenoblade tomorrow. I have to figure out how to get Electric Mastery and Focus. And I want to do it off stream, but I don't want to mess up and look at a cutscene. Hello. Bye. Oh, there's a wizrobe there. Oh, he's just gonna walk where I'm going. Oh, wow. Hey, stop climbing. Run. I'm scared. What's happening? I'm scared. Oh my god, I'm gonna run out. Stand up. I'm scared. It's still following me. What do I do? Okay. Thought they were gonna follow me forever. How prominent would be? Hey, come here. Oh, I thought that would knock the apples out. Try to fight these guys. I missed. He also missed. I need more bombs. Oh wow. I think I headshot. I need more weapons. That's kind of concerning. Ah, I don't like this sword. I hate this sword. Thank you. I got a boomerang. Hold on, I'm gonna go over here. Oh, but I don't know. Did they just both die? What happened? Why did they die? A boomerang. I do like that weapon. That's a good... Oops. Is that it? Do I have anything that would, like, catch that on fire? What is that noise? Oh. Hi, Jared. Thank you for the bits. I was like, is there something behind me in the game? Oh, I got roasted acorns. I thought there would be something better in those. Baked apple. Oh my god, that scared me. Oh, I think I got everything. Thank you for the bits. That is true. But for a second, it kind of sounded like the Octoroks. I was like, why would that be behind me? I don't know where I'm going. Is this a Korok? Oh. I think it is, but I don't understand what to do with it. I am babysitting. Well, she's not here right now. She's at school, but what do I do with this? Does anyone know? Oh, I have to catch it. I tried to do that. Love you too, bye. Catch it, Link. Thank you. Thank you for stopping in. Thank you. Boomerang's on fire. Oh, hey, I thought you were gonna die. He went in the water. He was smart. Get him! Thank you. I don't understand the sky stuff at this game. How often do I need to go up there? I have ultra red, white, and blue raz monster that's giving me a headache. It's also flat. Hey, what's up? Ooh, I didn't like that. Oh my god. Hold on. Yes, I like this one. It tastes like a blue raspberry slushie. The strawberry lemonade one tastes like a wine cooler, and I didn't like that, so that was disappointing. You can watch it in my new YouTube video. I tried them all in my new YouTube video. Oh my god, he electrocuted himself. Hold on, let me get on some ground, maybe. Or not. Hello? Oh, hello? Please don't hurt me. Oh my god. I gotta get out of here. That's a lot of hearts. Get me out of here. I don't want to be here. Stop. He died. I think I'm good now. As long as they don't shoot at me before I hit the ground. Link! Okay. I forgot the Oreos I bought for my YouTube video. Heck. Oh, I think I'm dropping my things when I get electrocuted. You don't got no friends. I killed them all. Stop calling them. Oh, I got shock fruits. He keeps scaring me. $22. My head hurts. I have to go soon anyways. I was gonna stream earlier today, but I didn't realize that that Yoshi game came out today. And I wanted to watch Rye play it. Okay, this guy is a little scary. I missed. That's great. Oh my god, I died! What the heck? What happened? I think he blew me up or something. Where was my last save? Oh, that's fine. Oh, he sees me. Where are you going? Oh, they all see me. I gotta run. Who has the bombs? Is it the big guy or the little guys? There's a frog. Oh, please. Oh my god! Oh my god! He picked him up and threw him! Oh my god. That was kind of mean. Oh, I think he has the bombs. Is he coming? Oh, he was going up here. Where are they? Oh, there's a guy right there. Oh, he hit a bunch of those things. Good thing they don't have the chest I need to unlock. Oh, I got money. I'm rich. I need to buy arrows. Is anyone else alive? I need some of these. I'm afraid they're gonna ask me for them. I didn't need to do that. He just blew everything up. Oh. I kind of needed those. I got some prime steak. I didn't kill him. Protect me. Scared me. Is that what I think it is over there? I should investigate. Do they have anything? How are you alive? That. I didn't mean to equip that. Oh yeah, that's definitely... What are they called? Lionels? I don't want to mess with the whiz rope either. Does the Gerudo area still have like the big arrow shop thing in this game? I might have to go there. Hello? Oh, I have done this already. Oh my god, hold on. That didn't work. Great. Oh my god, I died again. Link, why are you so slow? How do I die in the most stupid ways? I didn't die during that big boss fight. At least this game saves pretty often. Oh, how did he get out? He's still alive. That's crazy. It's on fire. Got his horn. There was a keys in here? I don't know if I want to go over there right now. My head hurts and I have to go in like 4 minutes anyways, so I might just end it here. I'm gonna find someone to raid. Nobody's on though. We do. It's because of the monster. Um, um, I'm gonna raid Smash Panda, I think. Yay, my buttons work. I just need to stop drinking monsters and drink water. Smash Panda is playing that new Yoshi game, so. But I'll be back tomorrow with Xenoblade. Hopefully I can figure out the electric thing. I do need water. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good night. Stay safe. Bye.